Welcome back. In earlier sessions, we looked at Ramu's tasty tea shop business. We saw how he analyzed the growth strategy using relevant elements of the 4C plus E framework and how he understood the impact of the strategy on the financial elements of his business such as revenues, costs and capital. In this session, we will look at the growth plan that Ramu makes to sell more of existing products by starting a shop in a new market. First, let's understand what a growth plan is. In some of the earlier sessions, we had talked about a business plan and its 4 sub-plans. A quick recap. A business plan is a guide that outlines the objectives of a business. A business plan must change as the reality of the business changes. We looked at a format for the business plan which has 4 sections or sub-plans. These are called marketing and sales plans, production plans, people plan and financial plan. Let's come back to the growth plan. A growth plan is also a guide like a business plan. It outlines the growth objectives of a business and then gives details of what the owners of a business must do to achieve those objectives. As in a business plan, we will use a similar format with 4 sections or sub-plans. Each sub-plan has 5 questions. There are minor changes to these questions depending on the growth strategy. Ramu, the entrepreneur, must ask himself these questions so that he is clear about the steps he will need to take to ensure that the growth target is met. To get an idea of the growth plan, we will follow a process. For each sub-plan, we will examine each question first and then look at Ramu's answer to that question before moving on to the next question. After understanding all the questions and Ramu's answers to the questions in one sub-plan, we will look at the next sub-plan. In this session, we will look at the marketing and sales and the production sections of the growth plan. We will cover the remaining 2 sections in the next session. Let's start with the marketing and sales section. In this section, the first question is, this question helps the entrepreneur think about specific customer types and also the specific products that they will sell more of. Ramu decides to focus on the bus passengers and passengers in the cars going from southern junction towards the northern junction of the highway bypass. His shop is known for ginger tea. He knows some of his regular customers at the existing shop would like to stop and have ginger tea at the new shop. The next question is, Ramu knows there are competitors in the new location. Hence, it is good for him to answer this question. His target customers may not immediately stop visiting the competing shops. In the first 2 months, Ramu plans to give to his regular customers in the old shop tokens for free snacks for use at the new shop. This will encourage them to visit the new shop. As the word about the tasty ginger tea at Ramu's new shop spreads, more customers will start visiting the new shop. The third question of the marketing and sales section is, often customers can be persuaded to buy by informing them about the products and services. Ramu decides to inform his regular customers about the new location. Ramu believes it will help in spreading the word. Ramu also plans to offer free snacks and tea to bus drivers to encourage them to visit the new shop. The fourth question is, sometimes customers are motivated to visit a shop because of the customer credit policy. In Ramu's case, a significant part of the revenue is in cash. he doesn't see a reason to change his customer credit policy. The final question in this section is, an entrepreneur prepares a sales plan to break down the forecasted sales volume number into small and manageable targets for every month and every week. Ramu thinks there will be no major change in the sales plan for the existing shop. He decides to prepare a new sales plan for the new shop. He plans to keep the target modest in the first 2 months. Here, we conclude the marketing and sales section of the growth plan. Let's turn our attention to the production plan. This section also has 5 questions and we will follow the same process as in the previous subsection. The first question in this section is, sometimes implementing a growth strategy requires an entrepreneur to make changes in the production process to achieve higher sales volume. Ramu will follow the same basic process of making tea and snacks at the new location. There will be no change in the production process. The next question in the section is, Ramu will involve himself daily in making tea and snacks in the new shop in the first month. He plans to train the new co-workers on the cooking process. He has identified a few drivers and customers he knows well. He will keep taking feedback from them about the quality during the initial days. The third question of the production plan is, selling more means purchasing more quantity of raw material. An entrepreneur may use this opportunity to renegotiate prices or credit terms with the suppliers. Ramu decides there will be no change in the supplier credit policies. The fourth question is, sometimes a growth strategy requires an entrepreneur to buy additional equipment. If the equipment is expensive, an entrepreneur may consider renting versus buying them. Ramu plans to buy a new food truck for the new shop, as a food truck is not available on rent. Also, as he is planning to offer the same products and services in both shops, he decides to get the same equipment for the new shop as in the current shop. His experience in using second-hand equipment is not good, so he plans to buy a new set of equipment. The final question in the production section is, the new shop is expected to generate revenue equal to about 70% of the revenue from the existing shop. Hence, the daily production plan for the new location will not be as aggressive as the current location's plan. In the first few days, Ramu will get a good idea of the volume the new shop can sell. He will then make appropriate changes to the production plan. Changes in the production plan are likely to be about how much non-perishable raw material Ramu needs to buy and how frequently. After completing the marketing and sales as well as production sections of the growth plan, Ramu feels ready to look at the next 2 subsections. We will discuss them in the next session.